to the Abandoned Beast. I've already went through episodes 1 through 5, so I think it's time for me to give my quick thoughts on this anime and just what I think about it so far. Let's get into it. All right, we got notes in hand, so let's go ahead and get into this. As you can tell from the opening of the show, this is definitely an action anime, and an action anime that is about, well, Beast. Now, as the story goes, this is about a group of soldiers known as Incarnates. Now, these Incarnates are pretty much a wonders of science, humans that are fused with beasts. Think terraform Mars, if you will. But unlike that series, there's a huge side effect for being able to have this power. Pretty much all the soldiers in time, after using the power over and over again, will indeed become stuck in their beast form and eventually start to lose their minds, or as this series calls, lose their souls. So Hank, our main protagonist, is the captain of these Incarnates and pretty much do a series of events. He gets knocked out for a few years, and when he comes back, comes to find that his whole team is scattered out, causing carnage and chaos pretty much all over the land. And this could have been avoided had it not been for his, well, who he thought was his friend, Kane. Now, I'm not trying to reveal too many spoilers about this. This is supposed to be quick thoughts, not necessarily a spoiler-filled review of sorts or anything like that. Now, as the series goes, even just after the first 3 episodes or so, you start to realize what the actual formula is for each episode. It seems to be pretty much the same. Hank shows up to kill the Incarnate. The Incarnate gets an entire episode for us to pretty much get their story, their background, who this person is, what their actual beast powers are, or who the beast is that they were fused with, and then Hank kills them. That's pretty much how this goes. Now, this causes some conflict with another character that we meet later on in the series called Eshcole. Eshcole is the daughter of one of the Incarnates that we meet very early in the series. Now, again, due to a series of events, Eshcole believes that these Incarnates can be saved, that Hank shouldn't have to kill them. And her and Hank pretty much bang heads almost every episode. Yeah, they pretty much go over and over with this, and she doesn't seem to get it, really, when it comes to it. And my thoughts on this is this. Now, the comments on Crunchyroll pretty much let you know that this character is kind of annoying in many ways because it's so plain to see why Hank is doing this, but she just doesn't want to understand. She doesn't want to side with him. She wants to believe that there is hope. My thoughts on this is she's kind of a necessary character, okay? And she is kind of that damsel in distress who can eventually maybe fight, but also is like the other side of Hank's brain, okay? Hank doesn't want to kill them either, but he doesn't know any other way to handle this situation. And I'm guessing that she is the one who is trying to get him to think of another way, but is just not getting there at this point. Maybe at some time later in the series, because of her, he will find another way to handle this, but I really don't think that's the case. I really think that she's probably going to be stuck in this mode, in this conflict with him the whole series. I really hope that's not the case, because if it is, some people watching the show are pretty much going to drop this series halfway through if that's going to be like a constant thing every single episode. Now, about the Incarnates themselves, and again, as I was saying earlier, this whole formula of every episode, I'm not sure if that's going to get annoying after a while. Just like the whole back and forth with Claire is another point that can get annoying with this series. The overall way that they're executing each episode can also get a little bit tiresome as well. Pretty much, like I said, after the first few episodes, you know exactly what the formula is. You don't really get a chance to understand these characters beyond the 30 minutes or more like the 15 minutes that the show spends on each character to let you know who they are. And I'm not sure if that's enough. Really, I'm really not sure if that's enough. It's becoming very clear that there are a select few characters that we're really going to dive into, and everybody else is just along for the ride. You know, they're cannon fodder pretty much, because there's a lot of soldiers that were in his group, and so I'm guessing that this series is going to run until he just wipes out all of them. I mean, the action is good from it. The fights are good. I just don't think that that's going to be something that's going to hold this series up for the long term. So that's another point that can get very annoying. So I'm not sure how that's going to play out. We will see. My conclusion, technically, on this series right now as it stands, I think it's a good series. The action so far is good enough that it keeps me watching, but the other points that I said can be annoying are not that annoying to me just yet. Is more of I think it's worth watching right now, and we'll just have to wait and see if the story gets better, if the characters get better, if all this comes together in a cohesive, nice package that makes sense and is very interesting to the audience. A lot of people love to do the whole 3 episodes and make their decision on it. This is going to be one of those. Watch the first few episodes, see if you want to come along for the ride or not. I think it's worth your time. If not, it's definitely worth at least watching the first 5 episodes like I did and see where you're at with it, all right? So that is my thoughts with To the Abandoned Beast. I hope you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and get down there and hit the like button, share, subscribe. More videos are coming for you. Of course, videos of anime and tech. So I'll see you again in another one. You have a good one. Bye.